Moving on to video generation from Flow. First, I won't repeat the functions that overlap with the image generation side. For example, threads or these basic settings, I won't go over them again. But I need you to distinguish between these three main function tabs. Why divide it into these three tabs? The first tab serves two needs. The first need is text-to-video generation. That means no reference image, no need to add images here. Second is frame-to-video generation, generating video from a first image or from both first and last images. Why is that? There are images on this side and images on that side. What is the difference? The first tab is called Frame to Video. Frame to Video means a complete image. A fully drawn image that needs to be animated. I call it a frame. A complete frame. And in the second tab, I call them components. Component images and videos. Why call them components? Component means an image like this is called a component image. For example, characters Ben, Emma, and Mr. Thomas walking together. Something like this is called a component image. It's three people walking together in the park. This is exactly a component image. As for frame to video, those are already complete images. Let me see if I have any such images on my machine. It will look like this. You generate a video from a fully drawn image. So this is exactly a frame image. Now I will talk in detail about each tab. The first tab will be slightly different from the image generation side. Here we have an additional section for image distribution. There will be video duration selection. And you can choose a random duration. First, let's talk about image distribution. For this image distribution section, please take the time to read this part. Click on the red question mark button. I wrote it very detailed about how to add reference images and the image distribution modes. In image distribution, there will be a manual mode. Manual means you add them yourself. Add them yourself using the same methods as in the image generation section. That is dragging the image in or viewing the image below. Or typing a Kong, that is exactly manual. We will have an additional mode for first image only. First image only mode means when you select a folder containing images, for example, selecting this folder with the images we just generated. If you choose manual, there will be nothing. First image only. One first image and n last images. One first image means the first image is fixed, and you add the last images here. You add them using the last image button, it will automatically arrange them in order for the last image. This will be a bit hard to control, or n first images, one last image. These features are rarely used. Because in the past there was a demand, so I made it, but now they are almost never used. For sequential and paired, there are two types. Sequential means, take a look at this. The last image of row 1 will become the first image of row 2. It will create a continuous zigzag chain connecting together. And paired means just pairs. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 connected in pairs. And they have nothing to do with each other anymore. This order is arranged by file name. By image name, meaning if there are sequential numbers or the alphabet at the beginning, it will be arranged accordingly. Regarding duration, there are two things to pay attention to. First are the VO models. For VO models, to change the duration, you must have an Ultra account. For example, I select VO Fast. Any account can use this model, but you must have an Ultra account to adjust the time. For example, changing the time here, the number of accounts decreases to 1, because I only have one Ultra account. While if set to 8, there will be 9 active accounts. And for the random mode, when you turn it on, the account number switches to 1. Because you must use Ultra to change the time. You can completely randomize it, meaning some are 4, some are 6, some are 8. It won't repeat consecutively. There won't be 2 8s in a row or 2 6s in a row. Randomized according to a formula. For instance, a few 4s, a few 6s, a few 8s. Or shuffling continuously makes it almost like random. This operation means, for example, at the beginning of the prompt you type or inside the prompt there is a phrase, like 4s. The system will understand and recognize that this video will be 4 seconds long. And if you type like this, for example, ABC 4s, but if you don't have an Ultra account, this feature will not activate. It will still run at the default 8 seconds. In the video creation section, I added the option, use one prompt for all. When turned on, all the rows below only appear when images have been added. It will uniquely paste the prompt of the first row. The rows below will share this phrase for all. Now I will try generating a video with this part. I'll try with VO Lite. I will run with 3 threads to test 3 cases. I will just do a simple test. We will have 3 cases. First, running in the mode without reference images. Second is with a first image. And third is with both first and last images. Delay is set to 1 second to run concurrently. It has started running. With a 1-second delay, all 3 rows will run concurrently. While running, you can click on the detailed log section to view the progress. To see if there are any issues. Completed. First image only. First image only will simply animate that image. In the case of first image to last image, the system will transition the content from the first image to the last image. Now let's move to the component to video section. Component to video will be exactly the same as the image generation section, exactly like this. So I will come here and copy it over for speed. It's like generating an image from a reference image. In video to component, we will have a more special feature. That is, we can generate a video from a video. You can add a reference video with the Omni Flash model. Let me try it out. Let's use these videos. Drag them in here. Now let's add this character into the video and have them ride a motorcycle. I'll give it a test run. This part uses reference images just like when generating images. Let's start running. Let's see if uploading the video takes long. It's only about 9 seconds, not long. The side with video reference is running, but the image-only side is just starting. The upload for these 3 has just finished. Just waiting. When it reports that the server is crowded, this is not an error. It's simply a queuing mechanism. When the system is busy, it pushes us into the queue. In reality, it's still generating. It just makes you wait a few seconds. It's actually still generating and the progress is still increasing. In this component video section, you can utilize it for batch video editing or batch video cloning. I already have a video talking about this Omni Flash. I will leave the link below for everyone to rewatch. To see how to edit videos, let's take a look. Ben is walking in the park, Emma rides a bicycle past. The park still has the exact same background. Simple, too simple. And now for video editing. Emma drives the motorcycle. While in the original video, this guy drives the motorcycle. The original video is this one. And the resulting video is this one. Now onto the video scene transition section. What does video scene transition mean? I'll generate this so everyone knows. I usually do a quick test with the prompt action. Scene transition is simply understood as, once the first video finishes generating, it will take the last frame of the first video and use it as the starting frame for the next video. Creating a chain connecting back to back like that. Suitable for creating simple videos with little movement. And running with low detail requirements, you can run it this way. Actually, this tab specifically is a function I never use. But many people requested it, so I made it, though I don't use it. Because the quality is low. Grabbing the last frame, that frame is not always sharp or in the composition I like. So grabbing the last frame makes it very difficult to control quality. Server overloaded, high traffic. When you use it a lot, you will realize there are peak hours during the day. Meaning the times when people worldwide are simultaneously using it heavily. For example, in Vietnam, errors are most frequently seen after 3 p.m. or around midnight like now. For example, the video. The first video, the last frame will look like this. That frame is being extracted to make the next video. It will use that frame as the first frame of the next video. I'll stop this. It's peak time right now and takes time. I don't want to test it. Moving on to the character section. How is this character different from the image library? The image library also creates character consistency, and this character is also consistent. What's the difference? The only difference is that you can choose a voice. Choosing a voice for the character. Serving a single need when you create a video from components. For example, creating the character Thomas. Description is not necessary. You will need to describe the voice, for example, male, 60 years old. Southern Vietnamese voice. You can input sample dialogue to test the sound. Click Test Listen and wait for the system to generate the voice. Now you can listen to it. See if you like it. If not, generate it again. If you like it, then save. Save and click Add Character. We will have the character here. How to use this character? You need to turn it on first. I have a detailed description right here. Regarding the limits on the number of reference images when used along with this character function. And the conflicts, please read it. Quite simple. How to use this feature. It will apply when you type a Kong file name. Usually I cut this out. If you have a character, just use the character. To avoid overlaps. I won't use the image library anymore. Or still turn on reference images but don't select that folder anymore. Or rename the file differently to avoid taking redundant images. Thomas is walking and talking. The generated video will use the exact voice setup here, so the character talks. That is the difference of the character function compared to the image library. ChatGPT generates images. And Meta generates images, videos. Almost exactly the same. For ChatGPT specifically, you also add the account like that. It's a bit different because ChatGPT cannot use free accounts. You must use a paid account from the Plus plan and above. The image generation section of ChatGPT has a more special item. Smarter, that is, it can automatically refine your prompt. Higher level of reasoning, meaning you can say 1 but the system understands 3 or 4, instead of understanding exactly as said. You can also browse the web, When this is on, the image content can be searched instead of just drawn from simple imagination. As for the rest of the functions, they are completely identical to Flow. So, I'll skip it. Meta is the same, also adding an account. Adding the account is exactly the same. Click on Add Account, proceed to log in. For logging in, you can choose Facebook or Instagram. Once logged in, it will be added. These two are almost exactly like Flow, so I'll skip them. Moving to the Workflow section. For Workflow, first click on the question mark button. There will be very detailed instructions for each function. You can also create this workflow set using AI. I have the documentation. Open this document and send it to the AI. It can write a JSON file. For you to load in here, you will load it in here. Open Workflow and select the JSON file to use. How to understand Workflow. Workflow means running work according to a process in the form of functional modules. For example, first you have a prompt input box. From the prompt input box, you generate an image. Once generated, you take the image to make a video. Or take that image as a reference image and draw another image. To continue drawing here, you need a prompt for the next image, right? So you have another prompt input box here to enter the prompt for the next image. From this next image, you can use it to create a video. Or if you don't want to use it to create a video but want to continue creating images, then you pull it out and create an image. That is exactly how Workflow operates. Whatever process you have in your head, just do it like that. Just keep chaining them up like that. Additionally, there's a special feature here, Lock Result. First, go to the Lock Result button. By default, it is always on. You can turn it off. Why turn it off and why turn it on? Default is always on because when it's on, you click Run and it generates an image. Let me demo it right now. Type the prompt in. Set to choose Nano Banana 2 Lite for speed. Click Run on the node or click Run up here, either is fine. They are the same. Clicking Run on the node only runs this specific one. But if you click Run up here, if there are many other nodes, it will run all of them. Run all nodes on the screen, sequentially according to the diagram. This button auto-arranges or views the full picture. It will automatically reset the viewport. When the Lock Result button is turned on, it locks by default. What does lock mean? It means if you click Run again, it won't run anymore. No matter how many times you click, it won't run anymore, because the image has already been fixed. But if you turn it off and click Run again. The image will be generated again. When the Remove Logo feature is turned on outside, it is also applied inside Workflow. Whether it's on or off out here, Workflow will follow suit. For example, you use this image to create a video. I usually turn on Lock Result to avoid misclicking. For example, using this image to create a video. And from this video, add a simple prompt. Action. Try it with Omni Flash. For example, you create a video and want to use it to create another video. Just like the scene transition feature in Flow Video. We have a node that serves that function. That is the frame extraction node. What does frame extraction mean? It means once the previous video is generated, it extracts the last frame of that video and continues running. The limitation here is that the image might be blurry or bad. But in Workflow, from this last image, you connect it to an image generation node to sharpen it. Redraw it to make it sharp. Once done, then move to the next video. That is exactly the strength of using Workflow. Whatever you think of, you can connect it like that. If you like it neat, click on Auto Arrange. I often use this auto arrange because I like things tidy. It can become a long chain, connecting into a very long process. But this feature served last year's needs. This year's trend is about agents. Agents will be much more automated. What is automation? We will get to the webhook section at the very end. We won't discuss it now. I will go to the video editing section first. Video editing. Here we first add a sequence of videos. For example, taking from the test video just now, these are the videos we just had. You add them all at once here. You can cut or shorten them, or you can split it in half. Change its position. This feature serves basic cutting and splicing needs. Usually I only use it for a single purpose, needing to quickly join everything into one video. And not caring too much about the quality. We should add subtitles. Add subtitles here. You can adjust subtitles here. Adjust this style. Adjust the position. And you can add audio or add a video overlay. Overlay means a video layer superimposed on top, like fire and smoke effects. Just fire and smoke effects. The video side does not yet support aligning the video to the subtitles. The system will auto-align images according to the timing of this subtitle. But here I have a bit too few images. There are currently too few images on the machine to demonstrate this. You can see it will auto-align images according to the subtitle segments. Duration when there is no SRT, meaning no subtitle. It can make a video in the form of an image slideshow. The image slideshow will feature pan left right, zoom in out effects. You can only see this effect when exporting to video. Subtitles are similar. You can choose styles here and further tweak your desired font. Click on the font folder and copy the font in here. Then you can use your font. And just export the video. I'll try exporting this video for you to see. This video is 1 minute. We can watch the video we just had. Subtitles appear according to the duration. The video will be a slide format with the types of effects you chose. This is mostly suitable for making storytelling videos. It will illustrate according to the content. Whatever the audio is saying, the image illustrates it. Splitting video into multiple segments. Serving the need to cut a video into smaller pieces. For example, dragging a video in. Drag it in and want to split it into 8 parts, for instance. Or want to split it so there is a video every 10 seconds. Or randomize between 10 and 45. The video will randomly cut segment durations within this range. It will chop it into smaller videos within the range. And the time list. You need to fill it in according to the template. It will cut it into segments like that. This serves purposes such as wanting to run component videos. If you want to run video editing, you need to chop the original video up because only videos up to 10 seconds are allowed. Longer videos are not supported. Longer videos must be chopped up here. Then use the Add button. Add Video button. You must switch to Omni Flash for the video item to appear. Click Add Video. Select the videos and they will be added all at once in order. Run in batch right away. Extracting frames from video. For anyone who wants to extract images from a video. I have nothing to say about it. Just drag this video in to test. For example, wanting to extract 5 images from this video. It will auto-segment to extract. Done. We will have that video extracted into 5 images. Five segments. There isn't much to say about this video editing section, you just use it according to your needs. If your needs fit, then use it. If it doesn't fit, you can edit manually in CapCut. Or other tools. Next is the image upscaling section. I made this section completely free to use. Meaning no need to buy any plan. Even the free plan gets to use this feature fully. Because I see this is very necessary for everyone. But it seems people are too dependent on Flow's upscale. So I decided to add this function in. This function will solve problems like this. For example, like this. The original image is 44 by 768. You want to upscale the quality, for instance, by 4 times. This is 4x, meaning 4 times, not 4K. And you can choose the model type. You can experiment. This one you should test. Try each one to see which you like. For example, try the standard one. High quality but slower, for instance. For ones you don't understand well, leave it on auto. Usually when I use it, I leave it on auto and don't do anything too special, just hit upscale. For example, if you add a whole folder, it will run sequentially. Once the first image is done, it moves to the second image, then 3, 4, 5, running until it's finished. This depends entirely on your machine's hardware. The stronger the machine, the faster it runs. Usually I don't need 4x. I only need 2x. That is what I typically use. Just 2x is enough. Too large is pointless because when making a video, the quality will be reduced. Here, take a look. The original image is blurry like this. For example, the original image is all jagged. The image, when upscaled, will be sharper. There. Small details inside the car. Can you see the difference? These details far away. Trees. It won't be a 10 out of 10, but it will be around a 7 or 8. At a usable level. And it's completely free. The important thing is that it's completely free. Because it reconstructs pixels, details can of course be wrong, this is unavoidable. You can try it out. And lastly is the webhook section. What does this mean? This will be a bit technical. But so that people who know nothing can use it, I have prepared this. Open the document here. This document is not meant for you to read. I intended this document for the AI to read. For those who already know, there's probably no need to explain. As for those who don't know, this webhook helps you connect external applications to work with GLab's automation. And this document is exactly the toolkit for correct connection. Now, if you want the simplest way to use this, you should download applications like AntiGravity, Codex. These are the models I recommend using. Why? Because everyone will already have Pro and Ultra accounts to generate images and videos. Use those Pro and Ultra accounts to work with AntiGravity, so you can utilize them right away, incurring no additional costs at all. And how to use it is to copy the exact link of this file. It has English and Vietnamese. I wrote this for people who need to read it, but in reality, to work with AI, you should copy this English link. And send it to it. And send it along with this code. Send it along with this API key code. Let me try it out for you to see. I will send the AI these two pieces of information. This link leads to our documentation. And the API key is here, copy this. And the connection port. The link, and this is turned on. Note that the server is turned on. Now I will wait for the AI to finish reading. Once the AI finishes reading, I will assign tasks to it. Now you can ask it to start working immediately, for example, provide a script and ask it to generate prompts. Then generate images. Once images are generated, use those images to generate prompts and then generate a video. Understand? Meaning it will do it. You give commands for the AI to do, and the AI controls the tool to do those things. Let me give a simple example. Draw an image of a duck on Mars. I will ask it to draw an image of a duck on Mars using the Nano Banana 2 model. Here I am using Claude. But it's just because I have this one on my machine. Because currently I'm not using Codex and AntiGravity, but how to use it is exactly the same. No different at all. Done, the image has been generated here. Let's see. The image has been generated. Let's see it return the result here. Here it is. Awesome. Here, it will ask us if we want to create motion. That is how we work with an AI agent. You entirely just give commands. Here I am testing a simple way by drawing a duck, but you can request something much more complex. It's totally possible, but you should discuss everything before starting. Instead of doing it piecemeal. For example, discussing the script, finishing the script entirely and then starting to process the image generation prompts, then requesting to generate images, generate videos. You should request it as a complete and closed-loop process, then it will run automatically, saving you the effort. During that time, you can do other work. Saves you from copying images, copying prompts and stuff over, then inputting and running. Currently, many guys are already using this webhook method. They don't even need to care about my other functions. They just need to run this one thing. And finally, probably the prompt library section. I scraped this for you guys to reference. Whoever likes to look at it can look. In here there are a few master prompts for popular keywords on YouTube. But these keywords depend on what you guys want to do. You guys can take a look. We are done here. Besides, I have a YouTube channel posting tutorial videos, a Zalo group for Vietnamese users, a Telegram group, and a Discord group. Discord is the most crowded, but it seems people are too inactive, plus many countries are blocked, so I just created a Telegram channel. You can join and ask questions if you have any. Okay, thank you.